Okay, welcome everybody to the live stream of the Tour du Monde Stage 12 final time slot. I'm supposed to be riding this evening, but as you could probably see, I can't get my power and cadence going. I don't know what the problem is, but I've got 9 minutes 32 seconds to fix it. So let's see if we can do that. Get on the bike, see if we can get that cadence and power working. I know it's a long time since I did any cycling, but this is getting a bit silly now. I don't understand why I can't get things working. Nothing happening at all. Oh, fed up of it. I really am getting that fed up of RGT and this messing about every time you want to use it. It should just be simple as jumping on your bike and everything works, but of course not a bit of it. So let's have another try. We need to jump off the bike and click on this menu. There we go. Is this going to work? Yes! There we go. We got something. Okay folks, so it looks like I might be able to take part in the race after all. I was beginning to give up hope. Okay, so what's the latest news? Well, those of you that were following our lunchtime slot that me and ZMS covered will know that there was very high drama. Henrik Mard, who was third place on the road during that time slot, and well within the bounds of taking his first tour win overall, his internet connection dropped him out 178 meters from the line, and he basically finished last, which means had that have stood he would have had to race this evening's session. But what happened was James Ogilvy, the race organiser, after speaking with John Beams, who was the only person that could possibly overhaul Henrik time-wise, agreed that Henrik was the fair and true winner and that he shouldn't have to ride again this evening, that basically he could have walked to the line and still had time to win the tour. So that's basically what's happened. He was given a slight time penalty and none of the bonus seconds for the stage, but that still left him. He had a 2-minute advantage prior to starting the race, and he came in well within that 2 minutes. So this evening, as I said, this is the final running, the final race in the tour, final time slot. And what's going to happen tonight is I assume somewhere in this list we'll probably have Casper Hedidum, who's in third spot and in no real danger of losing that. He's a long way behind first and second, about 10 minutes. So he's not, even if he puts in a fantastic performance tonight, he's not going to claw back 10 minutes on a stage like this. So, but what he will be looking to do is just cement his third place. That's assuming he's riding, which I assume he is. And the rest of us, me, I just want to get to the finish. I'm still not right, but this has been my first my first ride since coming back from my stints in hospital. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, and Mr. Murtaugh, what's next for everybody is the Tour of Oceania, which OTA will start to promote. Let's get this one out of the way first. So we'll finish off tonight, we'll get all the draws done, probably either tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, and then we'll announce the next one. And I think that's the next big one for everybody. Now this race today, this is going to be a fast and furious start. I'm probably not going to be able to get anywhere near the front group and stay with them. But if you're wanting to ride in the big group, you're going to need to really work hard right from the off, because it's a downhill start, very fast, and we saw in the lunchtime edition riders were dropping off all over the place. So you need to basically get tucked into the big group and ride with them. And that will take you all the way to that big downhill that you can see on the course profile. Then you've got a nice bit of flat again before you hit the climb. Now the climb is absolutely brutal. It's going to hurt because you won't have experienced anything like it on the previous 30 odd kilometres that you've cycled. So leave something in reserve for the climb, folks, because it is a tough one. Like I say, I have no idea how long this is going to take me. My aim here is just to finish. If I get into breathing difficulties, I shall obviously stop. So we'll see what happens. I'm certainly not capable of very high wattage, that is for sure. And we'll see how we go. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm still struggling with my breathing, but I'm looking forward to it. It'd be nice if I can get back into some kind of online cycling. So I hope my stream is going out okay. The sound should be okay. In fact, let's just pull this microphone. There we go. That might just improve it a little bit. Try not to talk too loud because my children are being put to bed. But that should be okay. And I haven't turned the fans on yet, so I need to turn. In fact, let me get the control handy. And then we can turn the fan on. I have got the, I think the sound's working okay. Everything's last minute with me, it's just, and it's hard getting stuff to work when you haven't done it for a while. Although I have a checklist, just making sure everything's ticked off rather, and everything working. Hard work. So 1 minute 30 to the start. Have a good ride, everybody. Now what I will do, folks, is I will do my very best to flick to the front of the race, as well as letting you watch me suffer, which you can see from the small inset camera I've got. That's probably where you're going to see the most of me, because I am going to concentrate on the race at the front. So I can see Casper's name. He's there with Asian back at the front of the race, so he is in it, and he will be going for a fast stage. See what happens. Turn the fans on, have a drink before we start, and basically get prepared. Now, like I say, I just hope I can get everything working. There's my mouse. That's on screen, so we should be okay here. Check my power's working again. Yep. Okay. So we should be good to go. Put it in the big ring, but let's turn the fan on first. There we go. Okay. Here we go, folks. Put it in the big ring. 3, 2, 1, Oh, and we're off. As I say, I'm not going to be able to stay with this group. What I'm hoping is I can find somebody to ride with at my pace. So now I'm going to settle in. He's a hurting already. But I found two teammates. Okay, let's get to the front of the race. There you go. There's the front of the race for you. We zoom out a little bit. Yeah, we can. So you can see 3 riders have broken free. Or should I say 1 rider's broken free. See if we can zoom in a bit. Okay, let's see who's chasing him. There we go. There's the group. Sorry about the trees, folks. This is not like the ZMS stream where I can constantly adjust the view. And when I'm cycling it becomes doubly difficult. What I might try and do actually is use the overhead cam. So select a rider and use the overhead cam maybe. See if we can do that. Oh. Oh. Come on. Come on. You almost have to stop. You almost have to stop racing in order to adjust the camera angles and everything. Because I just can't see, I can't even see the mouse pointer on screen. Oh, I'm just going to ride. What the hell? Oh, I really must make a bigger mouse pointer for this. This has taught me something. Can't see my mouse. Oh, there we go. Cam. Then I click on the orbit cam. Where's my mouse? Come on. There we go. Orbit cam. There we go. Okay. There. Leave it on that. See how Casper's does for a while. Now the lad up front is still above threshold and has been above threshold from the off. So I don't know if he's legit or not, but he's certainly well in front. John Beams has come along to help his teammates, so that's why John's riding, and he has previously told me his aim is simply to get to the base of the climb with his riders, with the 3-hour riders. So he's not racing for a place, he's simply racing to help out, to give something back, which is typical John. Now I will occasionally flick to myself if I can get the cameras working properly. See where I am. I've no idea if I'm riding with anybody. I'm just pushing the biggest gear I can round and trying to stay on top of it as you watch this main group from above. Casper leading them out. I do think the guy in front might be a little bit suspicious. Now I know I can't call people out, but he is still well above threshold and has been that way since the off. So maybe he's misconfigured, I don't know. Not for me to decide. But what I hope is that he stays in front, currently 200 metres up the road, and doesn't affect the race. That nobody captures him and drafts off him. I hope he stays in front and stays out of the way. Because the last thing we want is somebody dictating the pace. And the fact that he's got such a big gap on a group of this quality does seem suspicious to me. No heart rate monitor, I'm afraid. I don't even know where mine is. But as I'm not racing for any kind of position, it doesn't really matter. But if you are vying for race lead or top spot in a stage, you do need to use one. You do need to wear a heart rate monitor. And it definitely feels like I'm on the uphill section here. I wonder if I can get to me. No, the toggles are not working. But you can see this is much the same as what happened on the lunchtime run-in. The main group all staying together. And they will stay this way really until they hit the climb. Yes, you might get it thinning out a bit, but you're going to get a large group going into the climb. It is looking like we might have a bit of a split here. So 18 riders, 19 riders, and then a few a bit further back. But you're going to get a big group getting to the bottom of the climb all together. At least that's my prediction. Really struggling with my breathing. Wonder where I am. Let's see if we can switch camera views again and just take a look further back in the field. So we'll see what happens. Let's see my mouse pointer. Yeah, there we go. Not having any effect. So I don't know what I have to do. Do I have to shift and fix? That make any difference? Yes, it does. There I am. Oh, well, not last. Let's stay with me a little while. There I am, folks, in no man's land. Have a look and see who's around me. 600 metres off the rider in front, and no idea who's behind me. So I'm basically riding on my own, which I fully expected. And it does look like I might even be last man. How many riders we got? Yeah, I'm last man. So, wow. Okay, and I've only done 6 kilometres. Oh, that's heartbreaking. And you can see I'm going above threshold, folks. So, not like I'm not trying. Okay, let's see if we can go back to the front. There we go, there's the front man. Go back to the riders behind him. Let's see if we can select that orbit cam again. Come on. Come on, orbit cam. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, folks. Follow the action there. This is going to be a long ride for me. Very painful. Try and settle into a rhythm now. Watch John Beams pushing them along. Pulling them along, should I say. He said he was going to try and do this. Pull them along to the climb. And then he's going to sit up. He definitely won't be wanting to give Casper any help on the climb, so... And we speak about Casper, and there he is. John will just stay with him till we get to the base of the climb, then he'll let him go. As we see one of Casper's flank guard, one of his teammates and fellow countrymen. We had a large Danish contingent out on the lunchtime running. 6 of them were riding together almost in a team time trial on this flat section, which was nice to see. If you haven't checked out the video, recommend you do so. An exciting stage, and with Henrik failing 170 metres from the line, very exciting. Nobody knew what was happening until the word came through he'd had a dropout, and he finished in last place. Yeah, I'm starting to get over hot now. Hands not cooling me down. Because I haven't done this for such a long time, I'm well out of condition. See if there's an easier gear on this bike. A bit better. Now, as I said, the rider up front is still over threshold, and that, folks, is just not legit. So forget about the rider in first place. I suspect he may well be disqualified. So I'm falling behind a bit now, but he really put in a stellar performance to take this lunchtime stage. So he's got to have tired legs. Can't believe he's riding tonight actually, but it doesn't surprise me because John gives it everything for his teammates. And you can see his other 3R folks around him, so he's definitely working for them. They'll keep Casper in view, but he'll probably let a few of the others do the work in pulling him back. He's got to be tired. As am I. This is hurting. So you can see me on the map, folks. I'm that little dot well off the back. That tells you where I am. We will occasionally drop back to see me, but not much point really. You're not going to see much, only somebody really struggling. But I am determined to finish the stage so that I can go into the lucky prize draw. Chance of winning £100 for my girls. It's got to be worth all this pain and effort. And I am enjoying this in a masochistic type of way. Just wish I could stop gasping. Come on, give me a view of the riders on the road, please. Where's my mouse? Come on. Okay, there's the group behind. Yeah, insane pace, Johnson's saying, and yes, it was at lunchtime. Absolutely balls out insane. But they've dropped John. John's decided he's had enough. So he's sat up. So now Casper's with this group here, sat in the middle of them, which is a sensible tactic. He might as well go with them to the climb. There's no point in pushing off the front, wasting energy. He's better served simply staying with this group till we get to the base of that climb and then using whatever he's got left. Because it's a difficult climb. I'm on the orange section, as you can see, so a bit of a climb for me. I wonder if we can switch to me. Yep, there we go, folks. There I am. 12 kilometres done, so third of the way, just over. And there's somebody in front of me, so I wonder if I'll get the chance to ride with another rider. 240 metres in front, so I'll put on a bit of a spurt and I'm going to go back to the front, folks. Watch Johnson pushing off in second place. He's over threshold now, putting in the big effort. The problem is every time I sit up and adjust the mouse, I'm going to fall further behind, because you can't ride full gas and do the old mouse thing as well. So I've fallen behind that rider I was catching, even more so now. Now my hope is I can get in amongst a few riders by the time we get to the climb. And because I love climbing, if I can do that, I definitely will not finish last. I can say that categorically. Because even at just 25%, I'm still a good climber. I bet I've got to catch them first. Put a bit more effort. Johnson's getting a decent gap. He's got a 50-metre gap on the riders behind. Let's see if we can just have a look at the riders behind. There we go. But the likes of Headydem won't be interested in this. He'll just want to get to the climb intact. With a group, providing these don't get too much distance on him, and I don't think they will. Now Jay Stone, is that Jonathan Stone from Swift? If it is, he's a buddy of mine. Be nice to see him over here. Says it's his first race, so it could be. I'm falling further behind. Need to up my game. Yeah. Yeah. Overheating, seriously, overheating. That cool down. And that's lack of fitness, that's not air conditioning in the pain cave. That's just lack of cycling. I'm a long way behind now as well. Oh, looks like I am going to come in last. as the front riders are on the downhill now. So this is very steep. As you can see, they're going to fly down this 80 kilometers an hour plus. Can't wait to get there myself. Get a bit of rest. Now, some of you might wonder why I'm not showing the rider in first place. But that's because he's still in above threshold mode, and he's been that way for 30 minutes, which means he's basically misconfigured and will almost certainly be disqualified. So we're not even giving him any airtime. Sad, but we don't know whether it's accidental or whether he knows. That's not for me to surmise, but definitely misconfigured. And the clue is in the quality of this group and the fact that he's already a kilometre up the road from them. You know, even the race at lunchtime, that didn't happen, so they've got 7.6 kilometres left to ride. I'm probably about halfway now, just over. So those that want to watch me coming in, sorry folks, but you can have a fair bit of a wait. But I am determined to finish the stage, however long it takes me. Not looking forward to that climb. That is on riding like this, but we'll see. See what happens. And this group are going to stay together until the base of the climb, and then it will explode. You may get a few riders trying to take a leap off the front, but We've got Neugebauer highlighted. I'll try and highlight Casper because there's no doubt Casper is going to be the one to watch on the climb. So we'll try and find him. I keep missing him. Very hard when you've got to try and flick riders one at a time with a keyboard because they're obviously moving around, and I'm really struggling to highlight him. Come on, Johnson. Oh, this is getting silly. Wait till he gets out front. Wait till they hit the climb. Really trying to highlight him and I just can't. Got him. There he is. Okay, so finally got him. As we're approaching, well, about a kilometre out from the climb. But you see, doing that makes me fall even further behind. Messing around with the cameras and the mouse and the keyboard means not keeping the effort going steady. So I fall even further behind. But there's a possibility of catching somebody on the climb. See what I've got left by the time I get there. Don't get me wrong, folks. I don't mind coming in last. It's not an issue for me because the fact that I'm riding at all, I'm really happy with. So I've set no targets for myself other than to finish. And I will definitely finish. I'm not going to climb off. Not now I've done halfway. If I was going to climb up, I'd have done it earlier. So, touch wood, I won't have any dropouts. Maybe I can catch somebody in front of me. Once I get on that downhill section, I'm going to put it in the big ring, my smallest gear or biggest gear, and really try and turn the pedal, try and catch somebody. But this is hard work. Although realistically, come on, mate, you're not going to catch anybody, are you? What, you're 3 kilometres behind? You're never going to pull that back. Just get to the finish. There's Casper, like I said he would, going off the front. strongest rider in that group, so this is what I expected from him. He might even catch that flyer in front of him, and because it's a climb it won't make any difference. He's not going to get any advantage, so I'm on the slightly uphill section now. Oh, it's a 13. You can feel the gradient changes, even though they're only slight, through the trainer. And when you haven't been on it for a long time like me, you feel it even more. My legs are screaming. Come on, nearly get that down. Okay, this is my biggest here. Wetting my eyes. Well, that didn't feel like a downhill to me. No recovery there. Getting stitched as well, which is really great. Like an easier gear. Stay on top of it. .6 for Casper. Closing in on the finish. Got a good gap, so he's not going to get caught. Question is, what kind of time can he do? Looking fast. But he's not going to pull back 10 minutes on the leaders. So, which is what he would need to do to move up into second place. But he's doing a very good ride. Well done, Casper. Versick looks like he's going to get third spot. Sorry, second spot, because the first one, like I say, already finished, but probably be disqualified. So Casper's the true winner of this stage, with the second place. Oh, I'm tired. I haven't even reached the climb yet. But Casper coming into the finish here, as you can see. Sorry about the camera view, I am trying, but it's not easy, folks, with the trees and everything, and for me riding as well. But there you go, we have got him in view. We are going to see him go over the line. He's giving me a wave, so he might be listening. Well done, Casper. Good ride, mate. Been a good tour. I've enjoyed covering it. Okay, he's on the downhill section now, as you can see, 4.6. So he's going to fly into the finishers. You're watching here. There he goes. And there's the finish line. Now that's the winner of the stage. Let's see if we can we there we go. There's Versick. There's Williamson, sorry. See if we can get back to Versick. There we go. Versick over the line. Williamson coming in. Very hard for me to judge this, folks. I'm doing my best. So if I miss somebody, cut me some slack. I'm trying to stay on my bike, ride, and, and use the keyboard at the same time, and this is not easy. So Williamson comes in. Well done, Williamson. Jonty. Linksgaard takes the next spot. Oh, there's Linksgaard. I saw him. My mate Paul Austin. Rask. Aschenbach. And Johnson, of course. Put in a good ride earlier, but tired towards the end. A bit like me. Mr. Newton coming in from Team 3R, and this is one of the lads that this is why John rode tonight, to help his Team 3R mates. Daniel Neugebauer. Rube. I'm well behind now doing this, so sorry folks. Okay, there's Rube coming in. Who's behind him? Cross, yeah. These two fighting it out, Murtaugh and Samat. So who'll get the win here? Samat's probably the stronger of the two, but Murtaugh might do after him. Let's have a look and see what happens. Right, looks like Samat's gonna go up into the distance. There's Samat coming over the line. There's Murtaugh, sorry. Murtaugh and Russell. I'm trying to catch all the riders for you. Oh God, this free climb is hard enough. What's the climb going to be like? I need to find a slightly easier gear. Hold on, hold. So this is the man of the hour, John Beams, working for his team, look. He's just rolling in now with these other riders. He's not going to chase these guys if they go on ahead. Definitely not. There they go, look, Tim Moss. Having a bit of a dig into the finish. Taking Brunette with him. And John coming over the line there. And then who we got behind? Alboni behind him, 140 metres. There we go. Yes, thanks, Paul Austin. Seen your message, mate. Thank you. Nice to be appreciated. Damon from ZMS has done a fantastic job putting on these streams, and I was just happy to be a part of it. Now, are these two riders going to fight it out? What do you reckon? Gabe just gets it from Miller. James Brown coming in. Dirty Dan coming in. Adrian Bennett. Okay, just about on the climb now. Need to find an easier gear. It is Jonathan Stone. So this is a lad from over on Swift. One of my really good teammates from Swift. That's to his first race on RGT. So I'll have a chat with him later, find out how he enjoyed it. He says he didn't have the legs, but he's done well. Well done, Jonathan. Gordon Jackson, another teammate from OTR. Paul Nichols. Oh, I wish I could have stayed with these two. No chance, though. Oh, like I'm making progress. Three of them together. Windy Wonder Wheels, look. She's currently leading the ladies standing, I believe. Well, she's won it, I think. Full results tomorrow, folks. Only thing I'm going to be doing tonight is having some tea, something to eat, and sleeping. Watch Stuart Blackmore coming in. And a couple more. I feel like I'm not moving. Not many more riders to come in now, folks. I'm definitely going to be the last. Well done, Fishback. Well done, Dorothy. I think all the riders are going to be home before I even finish the climb. Well, the red bit of the climb. I am trying, folks. This is hard. So 2 more riders and then me. 1.9 kilometers left to cycle. So, a bit more actually. The rider in front of me. So, could it be I'm not going to finish last, folks? Yay! Now the trick is when you catch to really put in a strong effort and go past. Try and demoralise them. So above threshold effort here. Try and stay away from him. Yeah, he's not going to catch me now. Of course, I will wait for Paulina to come in. So we get all riders through the finish line. So let's drop a couple of gears. Bit of out of the saddle over the top. We can take that gap up. Yeah, we've already got 100 meters. I was going to say 100 meters. I'm safe now. Yeah. Okay, for those racers like me, sitting at the back of the packs, this is the most dangerous period, where you start to ease off as you get close to cresting the top. And you quite often see your chasers, like this fella's doing, reeling you in. I'm actually taking a bit of a breather here. And what I will do is I won't let it get down to 100 meters. I'm just taking a bit of a breather and then I'll push on to the finish. But this is the period where you can and will get caught if you've got a rider behind that sees is closing the gap. I've had so many battles in this position in true races. But down to about 110 now, so it's time to push. So I'm going to flick it into the big gear, into the big ring. There we go, and away we go. And turn the big gear over the top. Here we go. And big gear all the way to the finish now. And watch that gap go out again. So you take the big gear over the top, and then you're never going to get caught. You see the gap's gone out now. Now some of you may wonder, why the hell is Derek doing this? But purely and simply because I didn't expect to catch anybody. And once I did, it's my competitive nature just kicking in. I got cramp, I'm hurting, but I am so pleased to finish this. Thank you everybody for staying with us throughout the tour, me and Damon from ZMS and on my own streams as well. It's been a pleasure. Really enjoyed this tour, and this stage means I can go into the prize draw. So yeah, finishing on a high note. There we go. Thank you folks. Let's watch the lad behind coming in if we can. If it will let me switch to him? Oh, we're going to see him come over the line. We'll just wait here. He'll be here in a moment. And a really good session. I set up for 122. I thought it was going to be more near 130, so yeah, not too unhappy with that. And there he is. There's Paulina rather coming in. Well done, mate. Well done, Lantern Rouge. So there we go. So that's it until the next tour, folks. Take care. Stay safe. And we'll see you later. Let's see if I can find the thanks for watching screen. Where are we? Let's have a look. Can we actually find it here? Can we transition across? I don't think so. No, we'll end it there. I'll just simply close down. What the hell? Take care, everybody. Hit that like button, please. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. And we'll see you in the next one. I'm going to climb off now. Or fall off, whichever's first.